the off-grid tiny house here. Just want to talk about my setup. Now, this is how you get off the grid for $5,000 or less. But it's about $5,000 Canadian. Now, if you live in the States, it's probably a little bit cheaper, and you can get away with that. Something a little less. So, first, MPPT charge controller, big boy. After taxes, $900. Lithium iron phosphate battery, down here, about $1,000. Pure sine wave inverter, $200. This other stuff you don't really need, but the only other missing component is up on the roof, and that is the solar panels. So I have 6 solar panels up there. Now, altogether, that's an off-grid setup under $5,000. If you do the math on that. 6 solar panels at 100 and something a piece, right? MPPT 800, battery 1,000, inverter 200. Now, that's off the grid and working off the grid full time for $5,000 or less. Now there's a guy out on YouTube. I'm not even going to mention his name, but most of you may know what I'm talking about. And he's always claiming he's going to show you how to do this for this, for $5,000 or less. He doesn't show anything. It's a scam. He's not even off the grid. He lives in an apartment somewhere. And it's pretty pathetic. And he's fooling a lot of people. I'm actually, going to be moving in here full-time soon to be fully off the grid. And I'm showing everything working, doing tests. And let's just put it this way, guys. I have actually beaten him going off the grid, and he started years before I did. How does that make sense? It makes sense quite a bit because he put on his channel is a show. He's pretending he's doing all this stuff, but when the camera shuts off, he jumps in the car and heads back to his apartment, heads back to the city, heads back on the grid, and it's pretty sad. But other people out there have realized that. And a nice gentleman like Yupper realized that I'm actually trying to get off the grid and doing everything legitimately. And he's actually anteed up and donated to this channel as a Patreon member. So big shout out to Yupper for that. He's also introduced my channel to a few of his friends, Tanners and Tim. Tim, that's his name. I remembered you, Tim. Don't worry, fellow Canadian. Other side of Canada, but that's okay. I watch all their videos. I thumb it up. I do not comment. Why am I afraid to comment on their videos? Because the gentleman I was talking about earlier has a goon squad that goes around and harasses people in the comments when they discover the truth about why is this guy doing all this stuff and it looks like a scam. Well, it is a scam, and I've actually now I'm coming out and saying it. I've beaten him off the grid, and he started years before me. I started at a super low budget, and in the beginning, I'm gonna say it, I watched his videos. I got suckered in, but then I noticed stuff as I did my own research on solar. I'm like, why is he doing this and why is he doing that? It doesn't make sense. Why is he failing and screwing up all the time? Why would I get advice and stuff from this guy? Well, I didn't. I bailed on the channel, on his channel, and I haven't been back for years. I never look at his crap because the stuff I produce is actual legitimate and off the grid, fully off the grid. He can't prove he's off the grid because he's living in an on-grid apartment in the city. That's okay though. Some people have they're not up for this. They're not built for it. They don't have the intelligence. They don't have the willpower to go out and try something new. And this is working into my advantage, guys, because it's going to eliminate like 90% of my bills. It's amazing. And this is my channel is where you guys should go from now on, because I'm actually showing everything. I'm not screwing around, you know. The stuff is working. I just ran an induction cooktop off my off-grid solar system. If anybody knows how much power an induction cooktop uses, then they know, holy crap, you're onto something. This works, and you can cook anything you want, basically. It's not an oven, but basically anything on a stovetop that you have to cook, you can do it. So, like I say, I'm gonna give a nice big hats off to Tim, to Yupper, to Tanners, anybody else who watches my video that is keeping a magnifying glass on that guy I was talking about earlier that's scamming people. And I don't, in my videos, I don't go ahead and name him because I don't want to give him any people looking at his stuff. I don't want to send anybody there because why? It's a joke. So this is it, guys. I've beaten him off the grid, and he started years before me. Now he said he's been living off the grid for years. It's hilarious because he even came out in comments that he could not live where he was at and had to go back to his apartment on the grid to live. So everything I don't trust a liar. I don't know how you guys feel about liars, but I'm an honest guy and I don't screw around. Why waste your time? Why stress? Just look, this wall is white behind me. Yeah, big deal. Like what the hell? Just be a straight shooter and you'll be fine. But this guy has suckered in and scammed a lot of people, and it's not good. It's not good. And he even called his own channel a reality show. So you know it's fake. And it's scripted, so I don't know. But anyways, I just want to put this video out there because I'm sure Yupper, Tanners, Tim, they will appreciate this video. Someone who's actually legitimate trying to get off the grid on a low budget, and I'm definitely low budget, that's for sure. You guys you can go to my channel, look through my videos, it's like, wow, okay. And big thanks again to my Patreon members, because without them I'd still be struggling. Still. So it's a shame that there's scammers out there and con people out of money, and they even exist here on YouTube, and it's sick because there's like people like me that are legitimate that are struggling to get a following, and we're actually doing stuff the right way. Well, maybe not 100% the right way, but legitimate, and we're not scamming people out of this and that and whatever. So this is my official announcement, guys. I've beaten him, and he started years before me, which is hilarious. So it's like he just kept going backwards, and then he's all talk. It's talk. When he claims he's doing something, he doesn't show it. He doesn't show you on a daily basis that, yeah, you're proving that that's that. No, it's not there. That's the door. I'll be back. And we're back. Anyways, guys, that was my dad. He came to see me run the induction cooktop off the grid entirely, and he was amazed and shocked because he knows, because I can show how much power these things are using, and it's actually boiling water and cooking stuff. So like I say, I'm actually showing stuff. It's happening. It's on camera. It's not talk with the stupid cowboy hat on. But anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. So I want to give a big shout out to those guys, because those guys have been holding a magnifying glass to this dude, and have, you know, they're holding his feet to the fire on all his claims. And it's actually, it's not only educational, it's entertainment just in that. So these guys put in their own, they're spending their own amount of, you know, their free time to do this, because they're like, what the hell is this guy talking about, and why is he scamming all these people? And they know, everybody knows better, and they're doing a good thing. So now, obviously, that gentleman calls anybody who goes against his word of God or his talk as a troll, and automatically blocks and deletes you, and then sends his goon squad to go and harass your YouTube channel. So it's pretty sad. I don't have a goon squad. I don't want one, because I don't need one. I don't lie my butt off to people online. This is real, guys. Right here. See this? Oh, it's happening. Here, I'll drop the camera down. See these lights on here? See, it's like, what the hell is this guy doing? But anyway, I don't know. So that's my little message, guys. Yeah. So I beat you. I beat you there, T. I beat you. And I beat you honestly. I beat you at my own pace. And I did it with all odds against me. And I did it legitimately. This is all real equipment. This is nothing broken, nothing damaged. This is done correctly as a DIYer could do that didn't know anything walking in. And I had a lot of good friends and help along the way, and it worked out. So I give most. It's not about me, guys. It's about you guys who have helped me get all this done and working. Because without your help, I wouldn't know what the hell I was doing, and maybe wouldn't have gotten this far, right? So it's up to you guys. All the thanks goes to you guys, and that's it. But yeah, it's a shame that there's con men and scammers still out there, and they're scamming on people, and it's sick. And I hats off to the guys that are on the crusade to kind of hold T's feet to the fire, because this is ridiculous, guys. Like, the guy is obviously on the grid. He even works on the grid, but it's like, then again, that's a separate issue. That's so his wife has a steady income to prove that she's actually working, so she can stay in this country, because they're required to do that by law. So that's why they set up their little front company there to do that. So, but I can go into details on that at a long rant, but I don't want to go there. So what I want to do, end this video, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one. And super proud of my setup. I can't believe it ran an induction hub without quitting, without any damage to my equipment, and I love it. This is amazing stuff. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, share, guys. If you're not a Patreon member, consider becoming one. It's only $1 a month. You get all my stuff ad-free, live, before it ever hits YouTube, and you get credited in all my future videos as long as you stay a subscriber. So there you go, guys. Rob out from the Off-Grid Tiny House.